We're live and we're late. Y'all, please excusez-moi, okay? But your girl had some things that I had to do. But anywho, shout out to you for tuning up into the Siren Speak show with your girl, Siren. Thank you so much for being patient with me. Y'all know, look, when I say I'm going to be here, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here. But thank you, y'all. We're going to be talking about some very relevant topics, y'all. It's just been some things, honey. It's been some things going on all up and through. We are like, child, if we ain't in the fifth dimension, I don't know what dimension we in, but we definitely are out of the third dimension. And we're going to talk about a lot of the topics that are going on today. Okay, and then we're going to segue over into the more romantic love type of topics, you guys. But first, we definitely need to talk about the importance of taking care of yourself, the importance of, raising your frequency and why you need to do that, because you don't want to be caught up like Diddy, okay? You don't want all your stuff from the past catching up to you, baby, right? So you definitely want to make sure that you are working on yourself, working on your frequency, you guys, healing a lot of trauma, whatever it is that's coming up, healing your trauma, anything that's coming up maybe from your childhood. You want to pay attention to your dreams at this time. You want to pay attention to synchronizations, okay? If you're seeing them on license plate numbers, on movies, books, your phone, whatever it may be, definitely make sure that you are paying attention to those synchronizations and decoding them accordingly. Why am I just, come on here. All right. So some of the topics that we put up today to talk about, I don't know because Tyler, I don't have my phone. Do you see my phone? See if it's in my room. I don't know. Call it and bring it to me for me, please. But we're going to talk about a lot of the topics that are in today's news right now, because I've been seeing so many things. I don't know if y'all have been seeing them, but y'all definitely need to pay attention to them. Y'all, please get out of these phones all day. Okay. Open yourself up to, this is not it, baby. I need my phone. It's not. I had it in here. Can you see where it's at for me? How? I had it up here. Please. So it's been a lot that's been going on, y'all. And I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to this stuff or not, but you definitely want to, okay? First things first, one of the topics I know we're going to be talking about is the Pope opening up those 5 portals, y'all. Thank you so much, baby. The Pope opening up them damn 5 portals, y'all. If y'all ain't listening to this, okay, I don't know what, y'all got to get on top of y'all stuff, okay? And y'all got to see that it's some stuff that's about to go down. Y'all don't want to be left out in the cold, okay? Let's see. Hold on. Let's see if I erased it or if I still have it, honey. I know I put it up in, shout out to my Patreon family, because y'all definitely know we be on top of a lot of things, okay? Let's see. All right, I'm gonna catch up on that. Let's see. Where is it with the Pope opening up? Oh, before we go there, y'all, did y'all see that story about that chick in New York? Okay, who the guy went on and set her on fire, honey, and she was standing there looking like, look at this, y'all. That is a damn. If that ain't no robot, my thing of it is why she looks pregnant. Okay, what is in her stomach? Look at that. That's a still shot, y'all. It's something illusionary about this. Look at her head. What happened to her head? And why are her ankles on fire? Look at this. Why are her ankles on fire? Right? Look at the way, look at the way her feet is burning. And why are her ankles on fire? And why was she not screaming? But there's something in her stomach. Yeah, I don't know what that is, honey. I looked at it 50 million times. It definitely appears to be a Black woman, a melanated woman. Okay, definitely. But he walks up to her and sets her on fire. A lot of people say she appeared to be asleep when he set her on fire. But then she's standing up walking like she ain't on fire. And I'm like, why look like she's about to give birth? I don't know what that was. I don't know if that was something real or what, but like I said, with the Pope about to open up these damn portals, honey, we need to be careful with what it is that we are around. It's just a lot of people that are acting strange, okay? But let's look into the higher message because they haven't released her name. I know the guy who allegedly set her on fire. All they said about him is he's from Guatemala. He came over here in 2018, and he's 33 years old. 33. Okay. So let's look into this, right? But we definitely want to see what it is that's going on. Patreon, of course, we're going to go a lot deeper. But I always tell you guys, you want to get the God messages. You want to see why this is making the news. Nothing makes the news that is not supposed to make the news, okay? Everything that makes the news has a purpose for being on the news. And if you guys haven't seen this, chat, hold on. All right, we're going to tap in and see what this message is, okay? Let's see. So, whatever, the number 510 has been coming up a lot. We got the 5 of Wands in the reverse, and we have the 10 of Wands, okay? So, whatever it is, there's been a lot of like repression, okay? This is letting us know that something it's giving Saturn and Sagittarius energy. This is a very big fire energy. So of course, this is letting us know that there is going to be a continuation of some type of violence, physical harm, abuse. Okay. Whatever this is, with the 5 of Wands being in the reverse, something was continuing, and it's kind of like, it's being forced to come to an end. There's going to be some hard days that are going to come up, you guys. It's like Leo versus Sagittarius. It's this big fire energy. It's giving like a transformation. Okay. Okay. So we're moving from Aries. Okay. And then Aries has to pass the baton to Leo. And then Leo has now got to pass the baton to Sagittarius. So with the fire energy, we're moving into like the crone energy of the fire with that Sagittarius energy. We're at the last phase. We're not really the last phase, but we're at the beginning of, yes? Baby, you call me? Okay, so we're at the beginning of that Sagittarius phase, right? So moving out of Leo and into Sagittarius. Can you bring me a water? All right. So with this energy here, y'all, this is a very strong energy. Okay. We're moving into some heavy fire energy out of Leo into Sagittarius. There's a major transition happening. Like I say, we're moving from that 5 to that 10. So it's a double. So it appears as if we're going to see a lot of things come to an end. We are going into a phase where we may have a lot of fires next year. Okay. But there's going to be, it's like London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. That's what I'm hearing in my head. Okay. Take the keys and lock up. I don't know who's going to get locked up, but somebody about to get locked up, but there's going to be some fires, okay? And there's going to be some endings of some companies, okay, that have been doing wrong, all right? And there's also the end of Hollywood is what I'm getting as well, because with that Leo energy being out in Sagittarius, this is like new celebrities, but actual star people, okay, star children. And when we say child and children, we don't mean young people as an age, we're talking about people in general. Okay. We do have the Queen of Cups in the reverse and the Hanged Man. So this is this is going to cause things are going to become very dramatic. People are going to become over emotional. There's going to be a lot of tears. I see a lot of people crying, okay, as something major happens. It's a sacrifice for gain that's happening. I don't know if this is a sacrifice for gain for the people or for the world. I do feel like Earth is involved It's almost giving planetary energy. It's like Earth is going to sacrifice a lot of people. There's a major sacrifice that's coming, something burning, okay, something on major like fire, something very dramatic, something where a lot of people are over emotional because there's going to be a lot of tears. But the thing about it is that this is giving Neptune energy with that Queen of Cups in the reverse. This is giving a heavy Neptune energy. And you know, when it comes to Neptune, honey, like it could be the delusion of it all tends to come out. Okay. Oh my God. I need that because my throat. Let me try some more. I sprayed it earlier, but whoa. So yeah, it's like something that it's it's like something we're not gonna be able to believe, y'all. Okay. There's a lot of delusion, but there's a lot of tears, there's a lot of sadness, there's a lot of confusion. It's like something that's gonna be done, but we are not going to understand why it is done. It can be rather shocking. Okay, I'm getting that it can be like a little shocking. It catches people off guard. Y'all, this doesn't feel good. Okay, whatever it is we have coming up, y'all, it doesn't feel good. Okay, but it's necessary. That's what it's giving. It doesn't feel good, but it is very necessary. It's almost like there's a storm coming for the world, okay? Something that nobody can escape. There's a major, major, major storm coming. Whatever it is this Pope is about to do with this man opening up these portals, honey, listen, like I said, Patreon, we're going to go deeper. But y'all need to definitely know what it is that's about. It's about to go down. Said it's about to go down, okay? It's really about to go down. It's like there is like this violence, okay? It's honestly like a financial abuse, y'all. This is why I think that society is where we're in this recession. This is financial abuse. This is probably what's about to come to an end. This I can't even say alleged, but this recession is about to come to an end. But this is coming from us as a collective, you guys. This is like repressed energies from the collective that's coming up. When you go through a healing journey, what happens is things that are buried within come to the surface to be resolved. And as a collective, things that are buried within us as a collective, as a nation, are coming to the surface to be resolved. Some people are actually going to resolve them. Some people are not, okay? Some people are not. But this Neptune energy, child, this Neptune energy, it's a lot of black magic going on right now. It's a lot of people doing magic, okay? And whatever it is, there's some major magic that is being done, right? By like this dark high priestess. And it's like a group of them perhaps, but it's a major or main dark high priestess that is doing some things to the collective, okay? Doing some things to the people. Now, there's this movie I saw. Okay, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about this movie that I saw. I don't recall the name of it, but it's a movie. And this is just more like a what if this really happened? Okay, is all I'm saying. What if this really happened? I was looking at this movie and I was just like, oh my God. As I'm watching the movie and getting all of the tea from this movie, I said, oh my God, what would the world be like if this really had happened? So here we have this movie where when everyone is born, okay, they take the birth certificate and there's a ritual that is done over all the birth certificates that of all the babies that are born. So the next full moon after the baby is born, they do rituals during that full moon. Okay, so If you're born in June, let's say you're born June 4th, right? So the full moon is like June 19th. So on June 19th, all of those that were born by the next full moon after your birth in this movie, okay, by the next full moon after the birth of that baby is when the ritual was done, okay, on those children, on those beings. Now, in this movie, the purpose of the ritual that's done, the full moon after the birth of the child, the children, because it's the whole world. Now, all of these birth certificates were sent to the Vatican in this movie. Okay, it was sent to the Vatican, and they had very powerful high priestesses that were doing these rituals on the birth certificates. It was almost like a lottery ticket cash in, because when they did these rituals, they would subject themselves to be the recipient of all financial blessings and all spiritual gifts of that child. So what they would do in this movie is they would take the life or the destiny of their family, and they would switch it with this star child that was born. So now their family remains wealthy and rich and living a beautiful life. And all the other children of the world that was born in this movie were working very hard day to day, barely making it, trying to figure life out. So what they did also was they incorporated some laws. Okay, they incorporated a government, and this government was then ruling over all of those people, because those people were unable to survive. Honestly, they were barely surviving, barely making it, you guys. Okay, check to check. Okay, having children and barely able to take care of their children. And they were also, okay, because these were like cash prizes, honey. These were like the winning lottery tickets. These babies that were being born, okay, throughout the world, they were like winning lottery tickets and stuff. So they would receive this money by opening up all type of businesses, okay, under the birth certificate number and the social security number for this child. Okay, so that was kind of like the tax ID number, right? It's not a birth certificate, it was a tax ID number for the child. So they then would take that tax ID number and they would open up all type of businesses. Okay, and this is where they would launder, I think that's what they call it, money, okay, through these companies. So the money that was coming from the universe for these babies, people, okay, they would then take these money and put them in all of these private accounts. Y'all, we're talking trillions and gazillions of dollars that are being okay, from people and being used to build weapons is what they were doing. Using all of this money to build weapons. Now, in one part of the world is where this was taking place, but there were other parts of the world where this pretty much, it wasn't really taking place. But according to this movie, those who are born or citizens of America, okay, when they come from the galaxy, America is kind of like the Hollywood of the universe. Okay, America, according to this movie, was like the Hollywood of the universe. I mean, of Earth. Okay, of Earth. That's like the Hollywood. It's the land of the famous man. Okay, if you look it up, it's the land of the famous man. So the famous man is who? The stars. Okay, so you are the stars in this movie, right? So now they're taking these people, birth certificate, social security number, they're laundering the money that comes in for these people, because these people were not supposed to work. They have natural gifts. They came here to make a difference in this world. They came here to change the world. They came here to awaken those who were asleep. They came here to educate those who didn't know. They came to teach those how to, awaken their gifts and talents. These people, okay, in the movie were taken from birth. They created something in this movie called either baptism or the christening. There were certain religious rituals that were done to these children or that were programmed to society to do to these children. And during that baptism or that christening, whatever it is, that practice was a seal. It was a seal that was placed on that child. So when you take your child and they will douche them in the water and stuff, there was a entity that was connected to
it's 7 o'clock.
Okay, baby. There was an entity that was connected to the portal that would seal the gifts of that baby, the abundance of that baby, and it would transfer that, okay, to entities or members, okay, of the world. Meaning, this is how they would make people famous. You ever notice when somebody becomes famous, as they give it, they can easily take it away? So this is how in the movie they were making people famous. They were taking gifts from people who is naturally belonged to. And what would happen is these people, it was a lot of people, right, that would admire these famous people, okay? They was like, ooh, they would be just worshiping and praising and idolizing these famous people. But what these people didn't know was it was their own energy, because they took the energy and the blessings and the abundance from that baby, and then they would give it to those in certain positions, okay, to make them famous so that they can continue to mislead, okay, the other folk of the world, okay? So I'm saying all of that, you guys, to say this right here reminds me so much of what it is that I saw in this movie. And it's so crazy how every time I see a movie, it always reminds me of something that I'm like going through or seeing or experiencing. Y'all, there's a lot of grief. I do feel like somebody is going to fall. Somebody else is going to fall. I do feel like a feminine energy is going to fall. You know how we lost the Queen of England, okay, and we lost Princess Diana. I do feel like there's going to be a fall of somebody else. Somebody else is about to be sacrificed, okay? Because something that they tried to do, and I believe this is why the Pope may be trying to open all them portals, something that they tried to do, it was too late. Okay, it was too late, or the timing was off. Remember how I told you how, according to that movie, they would get the birth certificate? So when the baby is born, okay, when the baby is born, they would take the birth certificate, the social security number, and they would ship it over to the Vatican. So immediately, the full moon following the birth of all those children that were born in the world, that next full moon, a ritual is done over all those birth certificates, okay, and social security numbers. A ritual is done, and it transfers the destiny of that baby, okay, and it swipes it with a regular schmegular juggler working a job, ain't really got it, okay? This is a man's world, okay? That's what I'm getting for whatever reason, right? So when we believe that the melanated beings, okay, or the minority folk, you know what I'm saying? Those of us who are minorities, according to the third dimension, you are actually the superior ones, okay? It's just that your energy may have been swiped, okay? This is why a lot of people are going through so much. I feel like I'm supposed to be way bigger than where I am. I feel like I'm supposed to be way more than who I am. I just feel like, but it's like no matter how, every little step you take, it's like blah. You end up right back at feeling the same exact way you felt when you took the first step. And it's like you feel like you're in a hamster wheel or on a treadmill. You're going, 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 but you're not getting anywhere. You're still in the same spot. A lot of people are feeling that way because there is something deeper you need to look into when it comes to your life. A lot of you are feeling stuck, okay? But you need to understand, you guys, it's like you're going to have to look into why you're feeling stuck. Okay, because with these drones out here that they're seeing, y'all, I don't know why I feel like everything that I'm hearing now, y'all, I've been saying this since 2014, where I was seeing them things in the sky. It's been since 20, when I first started to see them, it was 2014. So I don't see anything today that I haven't been seeing since 2014. The first time that I paid attention to it and saw it was 2014. Now I think that these drones been here. You want to know why people are seeing them? Because a lot of us are awakening. This is why they wanted to give you the Instagram, because they didn't want you to see this. Okay? They didn't want you to see it. So they wanted to, turn off some things perhaps. You know what I'm saying? But now that a lot of people are awakening, that's all that's happening. There's a lot more that you can see. Okay? A lot of people are awakening. Right? And because a lot of people refuse to be Instagrammed, okay, we are now awakening those who have been Instagrammed. Like, hey, listen, here's a video. And there are some people out there still like, I don't know what. No, it's just, no. It's crazy to see. I ain't gonna lie. It's crazy to see people still reject or deny themselves the truth. And that's what's happening to us. Coco was one of the main things that showed where racism is. Racism is definitely within us as a collective. And it's not about, and that racism was not white, black, Chinese. It was not. It was whether you were vaccinated or not. There was a separation, and they continue to create some sort of separation for us. Now we're racist against those who were, and then they're racist against those who weren't. And it created a whole nother battle. But eventually we're going to have to come together, y'all. Eventually we're going to have to figure this out. Okay. It's just a lot of sadness. Okay. Dealing with a lot of emotions. This winter is going to be heavy. All right. Winter started December 21st and it's going to go until March 20th. Okay. We are in the winter. I know y'all want to say Happy New Year on January 1st, but again, do as you so shall. Do as you please. If you choose to celebrate a new year, okay, according to the third dimension, perhaps we are in a new year when we move allegedly into 2025. But you got to wonder, why is it that the Chinese celebrate theirs in February? At the end of February, I believe, is when they celebrate their new year. But then I think we have over in, is it India? Well, they in 2014 and we in 2024. So it's different energies anywhere and everywhere anyway. Okay. But for those of you who are going to be celebrating your new year on January 1st, y'all got to just make it make sense. Okay, going back to the original, calendar and just literally following the it's so many levels to this, y'all. And I'm just trying to see how I can stay as basic as I possibly can, because there's so many levels to this. Eventually, you will get to a point, perhaps, where the planets, okay, not the planets, the zodiac, as well as the planets, the zodiac and the planets will become demonic, or what you consider demonic. You will see a darker side of them. Right now, we're seeing the lighter side. Oh, we have the moon in Cancer, Saturn is in Virgo. You know what I'm saying? We have all of that right now, but you will eventually get to a level where the zodiac becomes irrelevant. Okay. And Until then, because I don't want to go too deep into this, all right? It's kind of like an upside down thing. Everything will be flipped upside down, right? And not that it will ever become negative, because it's kind of like saying, like if you're in the eighth grade and then you have a brother or sister that's in the first grade and they're just learning 1 plus 1, and you're like, well, eventually you're going to have to multiply those numbers. You know what I'm saying? And then you have somebody who's in senior high school telling the eighth grader where eventually that multiplication is going to turn into alphabet. You know, so it's not like it doesn't matter or it's a bad thing. No, it's just the higher you get, the energy of things are going to change, and you're going to see how irrelevant it is. As of right now, the planets, the zodiac has a major purpose. But when you get to know what they really truly are, you're going to be like, what? Okay. And they will become very irrelevant. Okay. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay. So this thing with everybody, you know, with the lady who got burnt, okay, on the subway in New York, you guys, is where it happened. This guy just walks up to her and just sets her on fire. I don't know if that was a real person. I'm not gonna claim that because she said something. She was talking like that, and I'm like, wait, what did she say? She was like, like, why are you talking like that? And you're supposed to be on fire, and you just standing there on fire. Everybody on the outside screaming, but you just standing there like you getting your nails done. You know, I just thought that was very weird. Okay. I was just like, you know, it is what it is. Okay. But that's something we need to look into as well, you guys. Okay. We have to look deeper into these news stories and what the message is. I cannot wait until they reveal who she is. As of right now, they have not confirmed her identity. The guy, only thing they said is he's from Guatemala. He came over here in 2018 and he's 33 years old. Code right there. When you see 33, when you see 13, when you see 8, when you see 813, when you see 44, when you see 66, you know, these are numbers that you guys need to know and understand when a coded message is being placed before you. Okay. Next up, you guys, they said that they have found human DNA in the hot dogs and the sausages. I love it, honey. I love it. I love it. Yes, if you are, or what is the name of some of them? Oscar Mayer, okay. Oh God, what's the name of that other one? This is the one I used to eat all the time. Oh God. Let me see what's the name of it, y'all. Oscar Mayer. Is that it right there? Okay, let's look at it.
Hot dogs. Eat them because they taste so good. But what's in them is not so good. You know, we've learned to accept it, but I don't know if you'll feel so accepting after this. The company Clear Foods recently analyzed 345 hot dog and sausage products from 75 brands and retailers and found, are you hot dog lovers ready for this? Human DNA in 2% of the samples and in 2/3 of the vegetarian samples. And get this, 10% of all vegetarian products appear to contain meat. Clear Foods says that there are some companies producing high quality hot dog. Top scores to Butterball, McCormick, and Hebrew National.
That was it. Y'all, didn't the Simpsons tell y'all that they was gonna be putting the humans in the food? This is why allegedly maybe a lot of people are experiencing organ failure. You know, a lot of people are going through a lot of unexplained respiratory issues and things of that nature. Okay, they said it, y'all. Now, see, somebody is gonna go get a big old fat hot dog with something with the works. Okay, and they also said sausages. Okay, Patreon. We literally just spoke this up in our, I don't know if it was our full moon message or our new moon message, where I told y'all it was going to be some news about the food. Okay. Something is going to, y'all, they're not going to put this everywhere. Like, they shouldn't have to put it all in your face. Okay. You see it and just let it go. Okay, just go with the flow. That's all you can do. But yes, allegedly there may be, well, hell, they not saying allegedly, honey. They didn't say it, so we don't have to say it. They said human flesh DNA is in the hot dog. Okay, it's in the hot dogs and the sausages. Okay, so y'all be careful as to what y'all out there consuming. Now that y'all know this, all right. The Pope opening them 5 portals. Okay, like I said, Patreon, we're gonna go deeper into all of these messages here. We're gonna see why it is that these things are being said to us. Let's see with the Pope opening these 5 portals. The Pope is trying to call a truce, is what I'm seeing. Okay. The Pope is trying to call a truce. The Pope is trying to, he wants the Pope, but see, the thing about it, whatever this is, it's like they want to help people. It's like the Pope wants to release all this money, okay, that has been taken from people, and really they want to give it back, but they desperate because now they're only doing it because their life is in jeopardy. Their whole generation, their whole species, okay, is in jeopardy. Of possible extinction, and it may become where England may become a poor country. Okay, the UK may become a poor country. That's what they may be at risk for. Losing all of the money that they allegedly took from others. Okay, so he's trying to open up these damn portals, honey. He's going to start tomorrow on December 24th, Christmas Eve. He's going to start, okay, opening up the portals. Y'all need to pay attention because there's going to be, y'all already see the lady on fire. Y'all seen that. Let me see if I can bring it up, y'all. Let me see. Before they take it down, let me see if I can bring it up, okay? I just thought it was the craziest damn thing. I say, what in the world? Let me see. I ain't gonna let it. Okay, this is her on fire, y'all. Look at this. People just walking by. This is the lady on fire, just standing there all willy-nilly. Look at her. She's like, Lord, let me rest my back. My back hurt just a little bit. Look at this place. Y'all, wouldn't she be coughing? Y'all, there's some zombie stuff. Okay, look at her. Look how she's moving. She's not moving like a person. And whoever got the camera, you just want to slap them, right? But she's not moving. Okay. I'm sorry. And when she does move, she moves her hand. Oh, let me see if it's going. Okay. She moves her hand just a little bit, and he goes and starts to fan the flames like finish burning. Look, finish burning. Look at her. Look at her. He's like, yeah, finish burning. Finish burning. There you go. You ain't finished. You ain't finished. Look. And he's like, move out the way. Stop doing it. He's like, oh, well, let her burn. You seen him throw his hand up? Let her burn. This is a woman allegedly on fire. Y'all, look at this. Look how everybody walking by. And she just standing there. I don't think that's a woman because her arms are not moving like a human, okay? Her arms are moving like, and it's just weird. Okay? It's just very weird that she's just standing there like that. And I'm like, what the hell is this? You know, what is happening here? Okay, what is happening? Why is she standing there? She's not screaming. She's not making any type of noise, anything of that nature. Okay, she's just standing there like the day is long and the night is short. I mean, I don't know what they putting out, and that actually made the news. Then they say that they got the guy, you know, and y'all. Let's move on to what's next. Jay-Z, okay, allegedly they come, well, ain't allegedly, certain lawsuits, okay, have been brought out for Mr. Sean Jay-Z Carter, Sean Corey Jay-Z Carter. And as they started to merge the lawsuits of him and Diddy, his attorney came out and said, they not friends. I'm like, you couldn't say nothing else? Is there not anything else you could have said, honey? You know, but Oh God, I really want y'all to know what this means. Y'all gotta see, when you get to know who you are, you have to know who you are. You have to know who people are. We know him as Sean, Corey, Jay-Z, Carter. That is the third dimensional version of him. Do you know the higher version of him? We know him as Sean, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Brother Love, Diddy, Combs, but do you know the higher version of who he is? Okay. When you know the higher version of who they are, child, listen, you will understand everything that's going on and everything that they've been doing. Okay. So you definitely want to understand that, y'all. Get to know who you are. Do your shadow work. I mean, honestly, do your shadow work. Get to know who you really truly are. You have a third dimensional version of you, and then you have a higher version of you. Okay. You want to get to know your higher self. All right. So we're going to look into this Jay-Z situation. So allegedly some 13-year-old girl said that he and Diddy both assaulted her when she was 13 years old back in the year 2000. A lot of people have wanted to know, is this girl telling the truth? What is it that's going to come? Jay-Z and his attorney have been back and forth with, the representative, the lawyer for it, which is Tony Busby. Okay. And his real name is Anthony. Look that up. Okay. Last name is Busby. Did y'all know? Now, I do feel like, this is a battle between Beyonce and Jay-Z. I know people say, what? Nah, child, listen. Everything look clean. I don't mean it is clean. This feels like a battle between Beyonce and Jay-Z. It feels like Beyonce, could have been doing some things to, set Jay-Z up, because now you got this attorney that comes out after Diddy and Jay-Z. And his last name just so happened to be Busby. Is he a part of the Beehive? I know you probably say, well, sorry, maybe you're pulling too much. Y'all, is he a part of the Beehive? That's all I want to know. Okay, that's all I'm thinking, is this man might be a part of the Beehive. All right, let's look at that little bumblebee who's on the Honey Nut Cheerios. Nut Cheerios. Okay. Y'all know who he is because y'all have seen it. All right. This one right here. Look down the Honey Nut Cheerios. Y'all done seen him. Do you know his name is Busby? Okay. Busby, that's his name. Y'all got to know how to read between the lines. Y'all got to really see who's fighting who. Okay. Who is fighting whom? What's really going on? This is a cosmic divorce that is happening. Okay. It's a cosmic divorce. What happens when you go through a divorce? You start calling out all they stuff, honey. But we're just going to look into this lawsuit against Jay-Z. Right now, they are also talking about the fact that Beyonce has dropped Carter from her name. Y'all, this happened so long ago. I don't know why. Beyonce did that maybe 2 albums ago, if not 3 albums ago. Now, remember, she came out with that remix of the song, Before I Let Go. I want to make sure I'm right. Before I let go. Beyonce been telling y'all this. I think the sun rises and shines on you. She was telling y'all a long time ago, I want to make sure I'm right before I let go. Then she came out with Lemonade and started telling what he did, right? She came out with Lemonade and said, he cheated on me. You better call Becky with the good hair. She did all of that. And then she came through with the kill with Renaissance, which clearly spoke of, okay, the death, the end, the apocalypse with the 4 horses, right? Then she came out riding on the damn horse of what? Cowboy Carter. The horse represents death. We know that. Carter, death, Carter. I'm ending this. Y'all, this has been a cosmic divorce that has been going on before our eyes. And for those of you who say you are a part of the Beehive, shame on you, because you should have seen this, okay? This guy name is what? Busby. He is a part of the Beehive, right? But the thing about it is that allegedly Beyonce may not have control over her beehive. I'm feeling like the beehive is turning around and stinging the queen bee. Okay. So I feel like she may have, when it comes to the beehive, they're a little perturbed. Okay, they was asking for them damn visuals. They didn't get them, honey. Now the beehive are stinging the queen, honey, because Beyonce done lost almost 4 million followers within the last 2 months. 4 million followers in 2 months, y'all. Her number. Okay. I think she has lost 4 million, if I'm not mistaken. It was last counted at 4 million. All right. So with this situation with Jay-Z and this little girl, honey, this is definitely something from the past. Okay. That's coming back. All right. We know that. This is something that refused to just, they were supposed to let go of something, okay? With this number 4, they were supposed to let go of something. Jay-Z was supposed to let go of something. Or Jay-Z has decided to let go of something, right? And this is just his karma. Jay-Z is very smart. A lot of people think that this guy is dumb, right? Now, granted, for the things that he's done, he said, I got, 5 passports. I'm never going to jail. Okay. Listen, y'all, just like Beyonce has been talking, Jay-Z has been talking as well, right? They have been telling us a lot that is going on as well, right? After Beyonce came out with Lemonade, Jay-Z came out with 444 or right before, I don't know. He was trying to fight for the family and things of that nature, but Jay-Z has got to understand that what he thought was right for him is not what's right for him. That's what he should understand. That's just my perspective, okay? He thought that, this was the right situation. He let go of what was right for him for what was wrong. He fought for the fame. He sold out for the fame, and that's not where it's at. Okay? That's not where it's at. That's why, even though he's a billionaire, his wife got to bust her arse, okay? Come on now, our piece could be 1,000 there, honey, and we ain't got to work as hard as Beyonce. Okay? Our piece could be 1,000 there. Our piece could be making 5 figures a year, and we don't have to work as hard as Beyonce. With 3 kids, honey? Child, that girl went on tour right after she allegedly had a little miscarriage, she said. She went right back on tour. Like, you can't even give your body time enough to heal. Like, what type of insurance y'all got? But when it comes to, this situation, honey, he may eventually settle. He may eventually settle, not for a lot, but he may eventually settle just to clear his name out of this, just to stop it. Because this is something that should have there's a lot of addictions to sex, drugs, drinking, money. That's his enslavement. This is like his karma for settling for the lower or the lesser side of him. That's what this is, y'all. This is just karma. That's why the girl is coming up as Jane Doe. This is karma. This is energy. This is why we can't see her. And this is why he's saying, show me yourself. Release your name. Show us who you are. Show me what you got, little mama. Show me who you are, pretty lady. And then remember, she was 13. I told y'all, when y'all hear these numbers, you got to know what's really going on. Okay? This is definitely a lot of secrets that are being revealed because Jay-Z is resisting letting go of his fame. Jay-Z was been supposed to be out of the public eye, and Jay-Z allegedly has done some rituals to remain relevant. It is beyond his time, which means that energy is going to revert. Okay, this is the reverting of some sort of witchcraft or some sort of spiritual work that was done to remain in the number 1 seat. Unfortunately, Beyonce may get pulled into this for the same thing because she also allegedly want to remain in the number 1 seat. And they have been doing things that have been holding them in that seat. And it's like other people, what's fucking them up is that there are people who are scheduled to be in those seats, and these people are fighting for their seat. You had some people who they were able to, maybe perhaps allegedly able to manipulate with the witchcraft, but that ain't working no more. That worked in the age of Pisces. In the age of Aquarius, it's water under the bridge. It doesn't work anymore. And that's what is happening in this situation here. He was supposed to have been out of the public eye a while ago, along with Beyonce, and they allegedly could have been doing some sort of work to remain in the public eye, and this is what's backfiring. Do I believe that this has happened? I believe that this has happened, but I don't believe that it happened to this person who we're seeing, this alleged person. This is all magic backfiring, y'all. He's not fighting people. He's fighting a frequency. Okay. He's fighting a force of evil that is now combating him. It's the same force that was once working for him. Now this force is working against him. And he just got to let it go. He say he's addicted to the fame. Okay. Forever young. I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever? That's where they are, y'all. They said it. They forever want to be, kind of sexy to me. How you watching? How you watching? Yes, you see that fame. They're addicted to the fame, and they've done things, but like when it's kind of like drugs. When you take drugs, it feels good to people. Okay, it feels really good to people. And then what happens is too much. You turn into a crackhead. You turn into a junkie. Now you're pulling junkie stunts. But at first, when you took that drug, you took it just to get that feeling, But too much of that feeling, it counteracts anything that you're trying to do to move ahead, to move forward. Okay. So JC say him and Diddy not friends. All right, let's get out of this. Another thing that came up. Okay, let's move on. How many more minutes we got? We got a little bit more. All right, so that's with Jay-Z, y'all. That's why we seeing that. The situation with Diddy. Like I said, if you guys want deeper, like the full meaning, y'all need to join us on Patreon. Okay, so y'all can understand how the planetary energies are aligning for all of this, what's happening. These are stories that y'all need to really look into, right? All right. For whatever reason they want me to talk about Donald Trump, I don't know why. All right. Apparently there's something we need to know about him. He's about to be in office. They have already allegedly stopped 4 people who were planning to allegedly assassinate Trump once he get in office. They have found 4 people. I believe they have been arrested. Well, I guess they found enough proof or, found whatever. All right. So let's see what's going on with Trump. What do we need to know about Trump right now? Again, Trump is realizing some previous mistakes that either he made or mistakes that was made, through other presidential elections. Yeah. Or it could be him when he was in the presidential seat before. There were some things that he should, I think he regrets doing that that money that he gave before he left. Okay. For whatever reason, it was something. I don't know if it's the money or if it's that Trump regret. Okay, what is he regretting? He's regretting going after that. I think it's the vaccination. Yeah. It's like he's regretting saying okay to that, because right before Biden won, Trump finally, I ain't gonna say finally, but he broke down and was like, all right, y'all, just get it, just get it, just get it. I really feel like he regrets saying that. And I feel like he wants to make something right. Yeah. Yeah. He felt like he turned his back on the world by doing that, by agreeing to that. He does. He really does. He feel like he turned his back on the world. He has regrets. That's the last thing we need is a damn president. Well, y'all need, okay, is a damn president coming in that's all sad and depressed and yeah. He feel like he deceived the world, or either he feel like Biden them deceived the world and he wants to make this right. I just feel like he's been compromised in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. He wants to make something right. It's like he's giving off like this is his final attempt, okay, to make something right before he leaves. I don't know where he's going. It's like he's coming out to go back in. He's going to go somewhere. I don't know where he's going. Okay, I don't know where he's going, but he's going to leave. I don't know if he's going to do the full 4 years. He may do 2 years, but he understands that. He may get sick. Something may happen to where after 2 terms, yeah, I don't think he's going to do 4 years. He's probably going to do about 2 years. It's like he wants to go home, but he wants to fix something before he goes, before he leaves. Okay, he wants to fix something, yeah, before he leaves. There is an abuse of power. There has been an abuse of power in some way, shape, or form. He feel like there has been some sort of abuse of power here. Things that he wants to say that he can't say, but he wants to get in. It's like he really does want to make America great again. It's like y'all, this place was set up for some stuff to go down. And I really truly do feel like he does want to make America great again. I also feel like he does have his own agenda, but this is like Trump, he loves to be recognized. He loves to be praised. I know he say he doesn't, but he loves to be praised. He does. And he really wants to come and try to undo a lot of the injustice that was done. Okay. He really wants to do that. With this Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, let me see what this is, because something happened here. Okay. Where it made the people weak. It made the people give up. Something, made people not want to fight. Okay. It made people very susceptible. Yeah, I really feel like this was that the money that they were giving to people to get get that thing, the money that they were giving to people, or when it came to the jobs, threatening to make people get it unless if they want to keep their job. It was like a lot of that was taking place. He felt like he could have done something to stop that. I feel like there was something done to him so that he don't get that second thing at that time. But Trump understands now that it had to happen the way it did. It was scheduled to happen the way it did. Okay. But he wants to go back and make it right. He wants some sort of relief. He wants to give people the relief. It's going to be a small gain. Whatever it is, he understands it will be a small gain. But there is a lot of arrogance to Trump. There's a lot of egotism, to him. It's like, but he understands that he has got to be this way because he's saying that he's fighting an unfair society. He's in a battle that's not fair. There's people who are being victimized, and he sees that. And it's like the nice guy doesn't win. It's like what he's giving. The nice guy doesn't win. And it's like he's like he wants to be nice, but there's just a lot, y'all. He's gonna be. He feels bad about something that happened. He feels as if he responded too late to something, but he feels horrible about something that happened. Yeah. Damn. He was not able to find a solution in time. That's why he feel like he responded late. He was not able to find a solution. Remember, he had Operation Warp Speed. Okay, remember that, y'all? And he feel as if he doesn't have enough time to find a solution. He feel like he's going to get a small gain before he leaves, and he's content with that. But his goal was to find some sort of solution to some sort of situation. He's going to sacrifice himself for the gain of like the world, okay, the country. He will sacrifice himself in some way, shape, or form for the gain of the country. He was not able to find a solution in time. He was not able to break the pattern of something that's going down or has been going down. And this is what he feels bad about. He was trying his hardest. He didn't want COVID to come out. That was not supposed to come out on his watch. He thought he was going to be able to do something to prevent that, but he didn't have enough time, is what he's saying. Once it was here, it was nothing he could do. He did feel like, he turned his back. He had to turn his back on it, and he had to turn a blind eye for those 4 years that Biden was allegedly. Okay. I don't know why he's coming out with this message. He had to turn his back. He had to get out of the public eye. He had to. Child, so y'all know Trump is a Gemini, right? Trump had to go back and come back as the other part of the Gemini. Remember, Gemini has two faces. We had one Trump the first time, and then this is the whole other Trump. This is what he had to do. He had to go away and he had to come back as the other side of that Gemini. Now, I don't know what side this side gonna be, because that side over there, he said he felt like he wasted his time. He didn't do right by it. So this time he wants to do right by it. He's going to be going after some people that did some very deceitful things, some con artists, liars, people who abuse their power. Oh, he's gonna come back and go after some mofos, okay? He's gonna tear down some mofos. He's like, I didn't do it the first time, and I'm coming back to make sure that this is done. Oh, yeah. A lot of Aries energy. So this is a lot of leaders, male and feminine, okay? He has come back in his masculine and feminine energy. This is something, he say this is unfinished business. He said he was not going to leave here without having done whatever this is. The towers is coming up. He say he's going to rebuild the Twin Towers. Okay, he's going to rebuild the Twin Towers. When he's gone, the Twin Towers are not going to be two little beams sticking up in the sky. He's going to rebuild the Twin Towers. He is demanding this. Okay, he is going to take down somebody big. It's a family, and I don't know, but it's giving the UK. Okay, it's giving the UK for something. It's giving some sort of whatever they've been doing to, allegedly manipulate the United States or whatever. I don't know, but it's giving the UK. It could be something, with them. He's going to make them bow down, honey. Okay, they finna bow down. That's probably why the Pope opening them damn portals, them 5 portals before Trump get in office. You notice that he said this is something that has never been done before. Yeah, he's going to really try to bring down. There's going to be some sudden changes, okay? This is definitely going to be a ending. This is going to be a major ending, okay? We're going to hear a lot of, it's like I see a lot of news stories. Next year, like just this, after this, after this, after this, a lot of news stories about things that are ending. We're talking about there's a possibility McDonald's, okay, will either have to end or either have to change their whatchamacallit. It's like when it comes to the food, a lot of these companies are going to have to take out these toxic ingredients, okay? He is definitely going to be, yeah, he's going to make them come out, honey. Yes, he's going to be bringing y'all, he's going to be bringing the ending of a lot of stuff. Like a lot of big companies, y'all. He's sick of this. Okay. He's like, look, it is what it is. Okay. He's not. There's going to be a lot of changes, y'all. That's all I'm going to say. A lot of companies, you're going to see a lot of companies either go out, and I'm talking big companies. We're not talking about, JC Penney and stuff like that, y'all. We're talking like Pizza Hut. We're talking Domino's. We're talking McDonald's, Burger King. We're talking Chick-fil-A. We're talking Chili's. We're talking Red Lobster, Olive Garden, okay? A lot of big companies. There's going to be like the death or the ending of a lot of big companies. Whatever this is, it's going to be a lot of, like I say, emotions. But the emotions, the bad emotions, are for families. It's these wealthy families that I see are going down. Now you have like Trump is for the wealthy, right? But he's not for the greedy. He's not for the abusive and the stealing. He's for the get your out there, start a business. It may fail, start another business. It may fail, start another business, but keep going and build your wealth. He's really for that type of wealth, not, just robbing people. I mean, if you're gonna get over on the banks and stuff like that, but he's not for taking from the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of people say, oh, he's taking from us. He's raising the taxes and this and that and that and this. Child, get off your arse and become the wealthy then. If you don't like what's going on with the poor, get off your arse and become the wealthy, because when the Democrats get in, what they're going to do? Give you welfare. They're going to increase the food stamps. They're going to increase the Section 8 applications. What are they going to do? They're going to do everything it takes to keep you stuck, okay, where it is that you are. And, I'm just saying, become independent, honey. All right. Yeah, there's going to be, oh, child. He's taken a long way. Whatever this is that he's going to do, you guys, it's taken a long time to get this done. This is something that he trusts himself, though. He know he has what it takes to make this happen, even though he know he's not going to get the full, he's not going to have enough time to get the full. I do feel like also it's something about a car. Okay. I don't know if it may be a car accident. It may be a plane crash. It's something about a car. Yeah, we see violence or physical harm. Yes. But the thing about it is, y'all, I really feel like Trump may allegedly be a time traveler. And he was able to allegedly, okay, this is a what if he was able to use his time machine to come back into the future to correct a mistake that he made in the past, and he has just enough time to come back, or he doesn't I don't know, it's something about time around him where he doesn't have a lot of time. He has got to do something big in a short period of time. That's why as soon as he get in, he's going to go full throttle, and he's going to be moving really fast at whatever it is that he came back to do, because there's an agreement where he came back for just a specific amount of time. And I feel like after that, we may or may not, hear from him again. It's like he's going to go off into another dimension. Okay. But we're going to stop it right there. Now, let's move over into what we got. We got like 20 minutes. Okay. Let's move over into the love and relationship aspect of the spiritual candies of the Siren Speak show. All right, let's get over into the love and relationship aspect of it, because somebody I heard this young lady say, this YouTuber say, if he cheats, I'm going to cheat back. I'm going to get my lick back. Okay. So, of course, I'm like, y'all, please cut it out. Please cut it out. Just because he's willing to give up his parts, it don't mean you should add to your body count because he did. Okay. Keep your body count as low as possible, because that's a lot of karma. you're going to have to heal, cleanse, remove, and get out of. So hold on. Do I feel like, you should cheat back? No, I don't. I think that's the dumbest thing you can possibly do. Okay, it's say, oh, I'm going to cheat back. Okay, or I'm going to give myself away. And because what's going to happen is when a man see that you laid up with another man, he's going to look at you like trash. A man feel like he can lay up with 50 million women, but he doesn't want you to lay up with 50 million men. Of course not. Especially if he loves you. Now, if a man don't care about you, he don't care who you lay up with, when you lay up with him, how you lay up with him, how long. He does not care. Okay. So you definitely want to make sure that if you were to break up with him, or if he were to break up with you, if you're like, I can't take this connection anymore. I don't feel like I'm growing from it. I don't feel like I'm getting anything from it. I really feel like it's wasting my time. And you break up with him. Okay. Let's say you break up with him. He's going to be like, dang, like if you did not cheat on him, he's going to be like, dang, I really messed it up with her. She was a great woman. Like that's one of the balls I fumbled. But if you allow yourself to, oh, well, guess what? I went and I slept with somebody. That's right. That's right. When you break up with him, he's going to be like, I'm glad I'm gone, you nasty trick. And he's always going to look at you like that nasty trick, like you should have never. Okay. So don't ever think that you're getting back at somebody by sleeping around with more men. That's the dumbest thing to do. You got to make him feel like he lost a good one. Okay, you gotta always be like, you hurt me, and now his guilt is gonna follow him for life, because he's gonna be like, yeah, I cheated on her. I ain't do right by her. I cheated on her. I understand why she left. Now she over there. She happy. She married. She living her life. But dang, that could have been my wife. You know what I'm saying? Dang, I really wish I would have did right by her. Wouldn't you rather that conversation than him to look at you and be like, oh, he think he got a wife, child. He ain't got nothing but a little mutt. Yep, she ain't about nothing. You don't want a guy looking back on you like that. So you definitely want to make sure that you're making all of the right moves, you guys. Okay. You definitely want to make sure that, you keeping yourself. Don't ever let a man bring you at your divine feminine energy. Don't never let him bring you off your throne. Okay. To do something very stupid to catch up with him. Why? That makes absolutely no sense. Okay. Let me see some of these questions y'all sent me. Okay. I need to erase some of them because healing. Okay, Siren, if I'm healing and he's not, how do I help him to heal? K. Michelle said it best. You can't raise a man. Okay. He's already grown. What you gonna do? You can't raise a man. Now, the thing is not to raise a man in the tone or under the definition of what his mama did. Okay. You can't raise a man. He's already a man. He's already grown, but you can raise a man, meaning you can raise his frequency. You can raise his level. You can level him up. Right. So if you are healing, okay, he will naturally raise up. Okay. And what happens is either your higher frequency will make him uncomfortable to where he's like, oh, that's it, I'm leaving. Or it will have him question himself and also want to partake in things to do to heal himself as well. As he see, oh, you know what? She ain't no longer eating this. She done cut out pork. She done cut out beef. She done cut out this. You know what I'm saying? I want to raise my energy too. I ain't eating no more pork. So it's like, that's how you raise a man, by being in your divine feminine bag. Okay, because any man who is around you and he start to see your life change, he start to see you grow, he start to see you glow, he's going to want that as well. Excuse me. He's going to want that as well, you guys. So that is how you can raise a man. That is how you can raise a frequency. Now, if it is something that you are forcing unto him, that's when you know it's not the right thing. He should naturally, as he see you rise, as he see you level up, he should naturally want to also rise and level up. Okay. If he's like, oh, nah, you changing and oh, and he's trying to go against, if you like, well, I'm going to start going for walks in the morning. And then every morning he wakes up and he want to, oh, nah, what you going for a walk for? Oh, you trying to go meet somebody? If he's trying to do something to distract you while you are on your healing journey or stop you in any way, shape, or form, then you will then have to question that connection. Is this something that you want to stay in? Do you feel like he's going to help you to grow? Okay. Or do you feel like he's holding you back? Right. So they're either going to become uncomfortable and want to walk away from you and be like, oh, I can't deal with her. She over there on that little Jesus stuff and whatever it is that he feel. Or he's gonna say, dang, look at my baby. She's maturing. She's turning into a woman. She's changing her life around, man. I respect that, and he's gonna wanna, hey, babe, what's that thing you said? Oh, and then he's gonna start looking up, hey, babe, guess what I looked up today? If you eat these, that is good for you. So he's gonna start to educate you on some things, and it's gonna like ping pong. So it's kind of like as you come up that ladder, then you're gonna reach down and pull him up. Okay. And then as he gets up there, he's going to reach down and he's going to pull you up over him. And this is how you grow. So you can't raise a man as, trying to raise him to be a man. No, but you can raise a man by raising his frequency, by becoming a better woman, by becoming a higher vibrational version of yourself. And then he's going to want to also become a higher vibrational version of himself. Because in order for the two of you to be together, it's like a magnet. Once your frequency, if y'all right here and you start working on yourself and your frequency starts to rise, energetically, you two are not going to be in alignment. So he's either going to have to raise up to match your frequency so y'all can stay together, or the universe will then create a situation where the two of you breaks up, okay? And you go your way, he go his way, because you no longer vibrate to each other. So then he'll vibrate to a chick that's on his level, and you will find a guy who's now on your level, okay? So that's how it is when it comes to, how to heal and how to help heal each other, right? Because you definitely don't want to be doing all this work on yourself and then you're intimate, okay, with the man who's not doing any work on himself, who's still drinking like it's nobody's business, who's still smoking like it's nobody's business, who's still, like check to check, and, he's just eating unhealthy and engaging in drama and fighting, or always talking down in life. It doesn't make any sense for you to get in your healing bag and then connect yourself to somebody who's not in their healing bag, because they're just going to be like that bucket of crabs that bring you right back down. No matter all the work you do or are doing to rise up, he's going to bring you right back down. And this is vice versa for the guys who are listening to this message as well. Okay. What is this? All right. Siren, he hits below the belt. I told him once before, he still does it. And now I'm doing it back. I find myself doing it back. And now I find myself doing it back. Okay. Hitting below the belt, you guys, is a sign of self-sabotage. Okay. Hitting below the belt, when you intentionally want to hit below the belt, meaning you want to lower his frequency, you want him to feel bad. Okay. And if you want, let's say if you are a team leader, let's take it to the sports. Okay. You're on a basketball team. When you get ready to play a game, are you going to do things to purposefully lower the frequency of your team? No, because when y'all get out there, y'all gonna lose. Okay. So if you're in a relationship, that is your partner, that is your teammate. So anything that you say or do to hurt or to bring him down is going to bring you down. And that means you are intentionally doing something to sabotage yourself. There isn't anything that you can do to him that you are not doing to yourself. Okay. There isn't anything that you can do to your partner that you are not doing to yourself, because your partner is honestly a representation of you. So if you are purposefully hitting the below the belt, now if he hits you below the belt, what you can do is have that conversation with him that says, you know what, I really feel like there's a certain level of things that we can or cannot say to each other. I think when you say, well, not I think, but when you say this about me, you are really hitting below the belt. And I'm not going to continue to stay in a relationship with someone who says those type of things about me. If that happens again, then I am going to have to be prepared to exit the stage left. And this is where you are going to have to stay true to yourself. So once you make it aware to him that, hey, this is really hitting below the belt, and I don't think we should do that. If we're a team, why would we want to purposefully hurt each other unnecessarily? Now you can say, oh, your mama jokes, whatever, or this and that. But there are some things that you know when it's below the belt. It's okay to have a disagreement. It's okay to be mad at each other. But there are certain things that like, okay, I think I went a little overboard. I didn't have to stab him. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't have no line drawn in the connection, then it's already toxic. A healthy relationship is a relationship where you have healthy boundaries and both partners are aware of each other's boundaries. Hey, when you step outside of this is where I begin to feel uncomfortable. This is where I feel like I may be bound to choke the out of you. Okay, so can we not go there? You know what I'm saying? Like, we want to definitely make sure that we are engaging in healthy conversations where we are telling each other how it is that we feel, what it is that we feel, and what it is that we need to do to keep this in a healthy connection so that it's not toxic. Okay, so if he is hitting below the belt, okay, or you are hitting below, you shouldn't ever want to hit below the belt. Like, honestly, when you in your vibrational bag, you don't ever have in your mind to specifically or intentionally do something to hurt someone else. Okay, whatever you do to them, you're also doing to yourself. And you start to understand that when you get to certain levels in life, you start to understand that whatever you do, so if you give to somebody else, if you help somebody else, then you're helping yourself. But if you intentionally hurt somebody else or try to destroy somebody else, then you're destroying yourself, because that person is a part of the world that you live in. So if that person is vibrating low, or if that person is, out of it and barely making it or struggling and things of that nature, then you have somebody struggling in your environment. You have somebody on the low, okay, vibrating low in your environment. So you definitely don't want to do that, right? Siren, the role of the relation in this relationship, we are both breadwinners. No one is available to cook the bread. We are both breadwinners, but no one is available to cook the bread. Well, he's definitely in his role as the masculine, supporting and providing a healthy foundation. But the person who's supposed to cook the bread is the feminine energy. She's the one. And it's not because a woman is supposed to cook. It's not that it's the woman. It's the one who has the energy to nurture, the highest nurturing energy. Because when you cook, that's what you're doing. You're providing a lot of healing. You're providing a lot of energy. Your hands are touching that food. So when you prepare a meal, it's supposed to be a, soul food is what we call it, right? Food for the soul. So you don't want somebody who's tired, who's lethargic, who's confused, who's frustrated from a long day cooking your meal. Your last meal of the day, your dinner. Like, you don't want somebody cooking like that. You want somebody who is available all day, who, has the time to go to the grocery store and pick out the best fruits and vegetables and breads and meats and things of that nature. Not somebody who in a rush, just give me a pound of that. Give me 2 pounds. You don't want that. You want somebody who have time to read the back of the ingredients of the food that she's preparing for you. It's like you want that type of energy. So if we are both the breadwinners, we are both busting our behind, and we are both, working hard, and nobody is available, to cook the bread, what do you think that's going to look like? You have a lot of money, but you don't have that nurture. You don't have that emotion. We have to heal. We have to have that healthy emotion within us, you guys. Somebody in your life has got to be providing that healthy emotion. Okay. And that's how a relationship is balanced. One person provides the security, and one person provides the nurturing. Okay. One person provides the emotional nurturing, right? Because the person who has got to go out there and work and bust their behind to provide the stability and the security, they're going to be exhausted. So last thing they want to do is come home to somebody who's just as exhausted as they are. Okay, somebody who tired, frustrated. Now we just sleeping with our backs together. I'm tired. I don't want to look at you. I don't want to look at nobody. Now, when you come home to someone who, after you've been working all day, and you come home to someone who, hey, they've been home. Okay, they've been cleaning and they've been, taking care of, making sure the insurance is up to date, making sure, whatever it is that they have to do, making sure everything is all perfect. When you come home, that person has the energy to provide you. That person has that, hey, how you doing, baby? I know you had a long day today. I know Tuesdays are the heaviest days for you. So what I did, I made you a nice, relaxing meal. Go ahead. I got your shower, everything ready for your shower and your nice spiritual bath, and when you get out, I'm going to have dinner ready. And, I have one of your favorite movies already, in queue. So after dinner, we're going to lay down and we're going to watch a good movie, sip on a nice glass of wine. And, you're just going to be able to enjoy the rest of the night. Now, if you're somebody who got to work, okay, you're not going to be as nurturing because you're not in your natural energy. You're not in your natural frequency. And if nobody's there to cook, when you both coming home and you just like, you're tired, you don't feel like stopping to get nothing to eat, and you just want to go straight home because you're exhausted, and you go home and you got a refrigerator with nothing in it because nobody's going to the grocery store. Nobody is buying anything to nurture the home. The kitchen is just empty. There's just a little bit of dishes, in the cabinet with maybe a one or two seasonings, some packets from all of the restaurants and stuff. Come on now. Who wants to Uber eat? The last thing I want is some food coming to my house that done sat in somebody's backseat and they done passed gas in the front seat and all of that polluted air done floated to the backseat all over your food and stuff. Listen, that's the last thing I want to eat, okay? I don't need to Uber Eats anything. You ain't got to bring me nothing. I will gladly go get it, okay? So, you definitely want to make sure that you are able to provide or get into a healthy balance in that relationship. If you are a woman who's more of the nurturer in the relationship, then perhaps you can, do a part-time job where you don't have to work full-time, or maybe you can start your own business, but don't overwhelm yourself in your business. Start your own business and dedicate a few hours out of the day towards your own business or towards, volunteering in some way, shape, or form, however it is that you can use your time. But the last thing we want to do as women is use our time too much in our masculine energy. Okay. We don't want to dedicate too much of our time and our masculine energy because we are the ones who are the nurturers. We are the healers. Okay. We are the ones who are supposed to provide that healthy home. We're supposed to make the home happy. He's supposed to provide the home and we're supposed to nurture that home. When everybody come over, they know, this is a beautiful home. It's a loving environment. You know how you get that energy when you go to certain people's home. I remember back in the day when I was younger and I had this next door neighbor, Miss Robinson, honey. She had a beautiful home. Okay. She had a beautiful home and she cooked dinner every night. I was just like in awe, okay, of them. I was really in awe. And she didn't have to work and she was beautiful. She had a beautiful home. Her husband had a great job. They lived in the little suburban area. And it was just like, whoa, there was no imbalance. They always seemed to be happy. When you are a woman and, you have a husband who has a good job, you have that energy to get up and go to the gym. See, a lot of us, we don't like to go to the gym and work out because we're tired. We have to work a job. It's like, I'm exhausted. By the time I get home or get off from work, now I got to deal with the children. I got to deal with the husband. I don't want to deal with nobody else. You should want to deal with your kids and your husband every day. You should be in the energy to where you can deal with them. That's your role. To nurture them, to give them that healing, to be there to answer their questions, to cook that meal, everybody's favorite meal, and it's like a lot of people look down on it as if, oh, that's the woman. She's supposed to just be in the kitchen and stuff. No, she's supposed to heal. She's supposed to love. She's supposed to have the answer. She is the muse. She is the wise one. She's the sage. She's the healer. That's just her natural energy. That's her zone. That's her lane. Cooking and cleaning is a part of that. Cooking is the healing. Cleaning is the purification. She's going to make sure that she provides a nice, loving, and safe and clean home for her family. That's just where we are the best at right now. Going out there, when you at home and you're able to, be in a healthy state of mind and do things accordingly, you're more loving as opposed to when you got a job, especially one that you hate. Oh, I got to work this just to pay these bills and this and that. No. Until a man can help us, like if we carried a baby for 4.5 months and they carried a baby for 4.5 months, all right, then I will help you 50-50 on bills and I will go out and get a job and I will help you to do your part. But you're not helping me to do my part. Okay? You're not helping me to carry this dang on baby for 9 months. You're not helping me during labor to push it out, any of that. So why should we have to merge in their lane? They're not trying to have babies, or some of them are, but they're not trying to have babies. So we shouldn't be trying to be a provider. We're a nurturer, right? We got to stop getting the roles mixed up. 2 breadwinners, that makes no sense. When a household is balanced, you guys, he's content. He's stable in his lane. She's content and she's stable in her lane. Okay? So with that being said, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. I'll answer some more of you guys' question later on throughout the week. Patreon, please make sure you check out Patreon because I just uploaded a video, I think last night, and I'm going to be doing another one right after this. If you guys want to join us on Patreon, go to patreon.com and you can find me under Spiritual Candies, I believe it is. Shout out to everybody who donated to the Spiritual Candies Christmas cause. Each year we donate. So shout out to each and every one of you. Miss India Bandu, Wagwan, Miss Maggie, Crystal, shout out to you. Anisha, yes, Anisha. Hey, Anisha, y'all, shout out to you guys for donating towards the cause. We're giving it to Hosea Helps to do their annual Christmas drive so that kids can have not just, a toy or, some toys, but they can also get a nice hot meal. I will actually be physically in the building as well on Christmas Day, okay? Putting the footwork, okay, in as well, you guys. So thank you so much. Y'all know I do this every year. And I'm just so grateful to be in a position to where I can continue to do it. I would love to do a lot more in this world, and eventually I will. But as of right now, I'm doing what it is that I can, and I'm grateful for that. So shout out to you. Shout out to each and every one of you who have been very supportive of my vlogs. If you haven't, go check me out. YouTube is under Simply Siren, and you get the backstory, okay, of this whole goddessness, you guys. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you to everybody who subscribed to that channel. Thank you to everybody who, liked the videos and have been supporting me throughout this year. I just started back 2024. Releasing my vlogs and everything, really just getting in my passion bag, and just doing what it is that I love to do. I'm grateful to be able to do that, you guys. So thank you so much. I will be releasing new products, you guys. Spiritual Candies will be releasing not just new products, but we're going to open the shop back up to where you can go and just purchase spiritual baths or oil or spray. This year we took it all down. Okay, so I was just only dealing with clients doing a lot of powerful work this year. A lot of heavy spiritual work and shadow work was done this year. So next year we're going to open it back up, kind of similar to the way it used to be, where you could just go over there and you could just purchase what it is that you need for your spiritual healing, you guys. Y'all know the baths fly off the shelf. I will be introducing my new product. It's going to be my signature product, you guys. Okay. So you guys will see that coming in in 2025, maybe March, I think February or March, up in there, where you guys will see the releasing of those products. But as of right now, we are slowly but surely releasing the monthly boxes, you guys. We're going to be putting that energy back into them, where they're going to be all pretty and stuff again, and coming with a whole bunch of products and things of that nature. I'm very excited about that. Shout out to everybody who got our Christmas box. Okay. What else we have? Oils, sprays, you guys, just next level stuff. Okay. And these are going to be products that you can just use every day. They will work for your frequency. We have the hair products that we're releasing as well. It's a hair butter and it's a hair grease. Yo, not only does it grow, it protects and shields the chakras, the third eye and the crown chakra. You guys, it also protects and shields the hair follicles and things of that nature. It has some very powerful ingredients in there that get that blood flowing in the brain, in the head. So yeah, I already see, they gonna hate when I release that because it's going to get you to thinking. I've been thinking. Okay, you're going to be thinking, you're going to be able to get some clarity. You're just going to be able to a lot of aha moments. Okay. So shout out to each and every one of you. If you haven't, go over to Spiritual Candies right now, spiritualcandies.com, and get what it is that you need to start your spiritual journey. Maybe just a spiritual bath here and there. If you have never done a spiritual bath, the body oils are great. The sprays are fat. Like, you cannot beat any of the product that we have, you guys. But again, thank you guys for tuning in to the Siren Speak Show, and I will be seeing you guys soon. Peace out, y'all. Peace out.